We got the Hodgetwins on here.
We're gonna do like a little end live pregame or postgame situation here. We have 500 people watching.
We got 500 right here watching.
Look. Whoa. This is insane.
Yeah, this is nuts.
What the heck?
Oh man.
So what part of our systems is for people of color?
All of it. The entire system is for everybody. Anybody who's an American citizen.
So you
That
feel
was a
like
dumb question.
there's nothing. So you
That's a brain dead question. What part of society can black people be accepted? That's crazy. That's how brainwashed black folks are.
I love the Hodgetwins, dude.
I don't even know if that's brainwashing. That's a lack of capacity. Right there.
feel like everybody is equal.
Yeah.
And
I mean, everybody's equal in their rights, but not everybody's obviously equal in their, what they have. Like, I grew up in a double wide trailer. He grew up in Boca Raton, so, we didn't grow up equal. We're both white. I mean, he's a Jew, so that's probably why he grew up in Boca Raton. But so we're not equal in what we possess as we start, always, but we are equal in what we're allowed to do. Our opportunity.
Exactly.
Can I ask you, do you think that there's any law that allows me to do something that you can't do, for example?
I don't think there's any laws that say that you can do something that I can't. But then again, this system can't be ignored. Like, we can't just say it does not exist, because there are countless examples of it existing.
Maybe just one example of what you're talking about. So what's wrong with the system that allows, I guess, racism to be systemic or institutionalized?
I mean, I would.
Holy crap, bro.
Hey, y'all, everybody, this is why 96% of blacks vote for Democrats. We had a black president 2 terms, won the Electoral College and the popular vote. Yeah. For black people to still think that this country is systemically racist is just, you're not using your brain.
See, the thing is this kind of thing is like really good. Like really good for universities, because like you should have your ideas challenged, and you should be exposed to other ideas so you can like try to figure out what's the best. And I mean that for them too. Like, I think that absolute commies should have their tables too, and should be able to have people from the crowd like ask them questions and like actually put their ideas up to scrutiny. Yeah, I'm good with both. Both is great.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. This dude, what do you think it is? That dude's got like a mental block somewhere. Well, a bias that prevents him from using his brain. He's black. He grows up around black people. Everything he watches is black. He's
no commies. No, I want it. I want it especially with commies, because their ideas can't hold up to scrutiny. They're just gonna get annihilated, basically.
He's living inside of a...
You get a couple good conservatives, and they're just gonna annihilate it.
Bubble. Yeah. We kind of experienced that. Yeah. Growing up, but then we moved into a poor white neighborhood, and then we got to experience the white side, and we also lived in black communities. That's why I think we're so well-rounded. Right. Most black people, majority of black people, they've only lived in black communities. They've only...
See, though, that's the difference, though, is that like the commies and like the people on like the on the left, they don't want anybody to be able to have these conversations. Like, they don't want conservatives to be able to have these conversations. Me as a conservative, I say I want everyone to have these conversations. Go ahead. Like, good, like set up like like maybe one day we'll have MAGA out there, and then like the next day you can have your commie one up out there. Like, sure. Like, we're not the same. We're not the same. They don't want us to have our ability to speak. I want everyone to have their ability to speak. It's not the same.
Resided in black areas. Only listen to black music. Only watch black TV shows. Only look at left-leaning politics. Yeah, that's why they're the way they are. Yeah,
I would argue the opposite. Like, again, we have civil rights acts on top of civil rights acts, in addition to the 14th Amendment's equal protection clause. 14th Amendment being written for the sole purpose of expanding and equalizing the rights of white people and black people. And furthermore, the 14th Amendment equal protection clause echoes exactly what like the Civil Rights Act says. Right?
Yeah, you see these, they're just filming and waiting for something to pop off. Yeah.
You know what's crazy too is like honestly, like people doing this nowadays are like incredibly brave, because they know that the other side would love for them to die. And a lot of people on the other side are willing to like actually get themselves taken out in order to take you out.
They waiting for something bad to happen. Yeah, that's what they're there for.
Right.
You can see Andrew Wilson maniacally laughing. You guys want to watch more Andrew Wilson today? I'm always down to watch Andrew Wilson. I watched like one of his TikTok invasions the other day, and like, dude, he was laughing so hard. It was like It was so peak.
Probably
you
trying to
cannot
instigate too.
Yeah, yeah.
be discriminated based on your inalienable characteristics like your race, your sex, your sexuality, etc.
But even though we have these laws, that doesn't stop it from happening. We still know that.
You're right, racism does happen still, even though there are laws that ban it. And I think that those laws are oftentimes used to enforce a culture of anti-racism in the United States. We actually cancel people for being racist all the time. But we have in the system, as far as the system goes, you can't stop people from being racist on an individual level, unfortunately. It happens in every country, on every continent, all around the world, and it has since the beginning.
It even happened between blacks.
Yeah.
Dark-skinned blacks are racist against light-skinned blacks.
Yeah. You know what?
Is that real? Wait, is that real?
Think white people are going to sit around and let black people keep them down? You know, there's a such thing as racist black people.
I guess that makes sense because back in the day they hated the Irish, right? The English hated the Irish, so yeah, it makes sense.
Think white people going to moan and gripe about racist black people, and they're going to blame them for keeping them down?
Yeah. You would never see a white man make an excuse. Man, it's because I'm white. They're keeping me down because I'm white. You would never see that.
Yeah.
Beginning of time. But what you can do is make it illegal to institutionalize it by saying
no, but see, the thing is, I didn't know it was based specifically on the tone of the skin. That's the part I didn't know. I didn't know that. Like, so it could be like black people that are from like the same place, but then it's just they have different skin tone and they still go after each other.
You know,
well,
you
at least
can't
he's having a
allow
conversation.
you have to allow everybody to eat at your restaurant.
You got all the light skin jokes thrown at you, Kuro Kitsune. Yeah.
You can't not admit people based on their color. You can't prioritize people based on their color, etc. And I would say that I would say getting rid of DEI works towards that objective.
So y'all had say.
I know he didn't go on a black HBCU campus.
Yeah, this dude's got the balls the size of. This dude's got rhinoceros nut.
Yeah.
I love watching the Hodgetwins, dude.
How do y'all feel that America is not great, and how do y'all feel that America can be great again? And when was it great?
Yeah, I would say that the most recent example of America being great was the first term of Donald Trump. And then we had 4 years of Joe Biden in chaos, and then Trump is president again. So this is his campaign hat.
You know what? The way I would answer this question, I would say, I would say for the last few decades, this country has been great, but now it's moving in the wrong direction, and that's what that slogan stands for.
Right.
We can always do better. We can always be greater.
And nobody on the right is saying this country's perfect.
Yeah. But that's how they take it.
But these
Benny has breaking news about January 6th.
Frame this question.
We'll take a look at it.
Yeah. When was this country great?
Right.
This country's always been great.
He's hoping he's going to say back when slavery was alive. That's what he's hoping he's going to actually say.
Yeah, this country's always been great, though.
Yeah. There's been times when it's been greater.
Yeah.
But in the slave days, I don't think it was great.
Yeah, of
Wait,
course.
really? Wait, what? The Hodge twins get called Oreo and coconut? Isn't that crazy? Because that's really fucking racist. Like, this is what I mean. Like, it's so weird to me because it's like these like leftists are so racist, but then they're the ones always claiming racism. It's so weird to me.
Yeah, you got to say that.
Yeah.
You got to say.
But still the best country in the world. Even though back then when we had slavery and systemically racism, that was just part of society. I'm not saying that
was society all over around the world.
Yeah, I'm not saying that was great. But it wasn't stretch of the imagination.
Yeah, it wasn't isolated just to this country. That was going on all over the world when that was going on here.
Right. Even whites were slaves.
Yeah.
For his, lead up to his second term.
Well, at least he's having a conversation, Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't know what this is.
Uh-oh.
Look who started everybody. A black woman.
Yeah.
They are always instigated.
Yeah.
Always.
Yeah.
Come on. Really? Seriously?
See, I told you they were just filming, just waiting for somebody to start something, do something.
Yeah. It's always the women.
Yeah.
Yo.
You better not.
Okay.
Wait, there's police there and they just let it happen? Classic. Oh, classic.
Guys, we're literally just here to have civil discussions.
Classic. Protect the mob that is out of control. Let them just steal stuff, like whatever. Who cares? Like, yeah, classic. Don't even try to get it back. Don't even arrest them. Yeah.
Bring the sign back.
These cops, they behave. These people, these cops. Yeah, I know. But these students, they are so childish and juvenile.
Yeah, it's almost like they're still in preschool.
In middle school.
These are adults.
Yeah, they behave like children. Oh my God, look at all of this.
She's definitely compensating for something.
Hair's long.
It's not hers.
I know. Of course it's not. See, all the problems started when the black women showed up.
Holy shit.
That is crazy. So they can't have a civil discussion and destroy his ideas.
Yeah.
They just decide to destroy science and this whole setup he got going.
Yeah, the women started all the drama, and look at the simps falling behind.
Oh man, dude, that's so accurate. Oh, that's so accurate. Actually, man, he's not wrong.
Instead of behaving like this, won't you destroy, refute, debunk all his arguments?
Yeah, y'all proving like all the racist white people right. You can't behave yourself. You got impulse problems.
Yeah.
You're proving them right.
You behave as if you have low capacity.
Yeah. They say, well, that's a proven concept. If you have low capacity to think,
You resort to violence.
You resort to violence and chaos.
Yeah.
And these people are low capacity because
Yeah.
they can't refute his
Is that all the tetraethyl lead and the Tylenol now, and the fluoride? It's all of it at once.
I think this is a great conversation on a black campus because DEI benefited white liberal women more than it did black women.
It sure did. It sure did. But black people think it benefited them more. No, you're just being used.
Yeah. You ought to be ashamed chanting that quote when they exploited the black community for all that money and nothing changed.
And y'all still Black Lives Matter.
They built houses. They live in mansions in white neighborhoods.
Numerous people got arrested for
That's true. Oh my God, that's true. They took all the money.
fraud.
They took all the money
Using
for
those
themselves.
donations
The
to buy
leaders.
houses and cars.
Well, it goes back to the point we made earlier. These people isolate themselves and they watch only black TV shows, CNN.
Yeah.
They don't really realize what's going on.
The problem with black folks is that they don't understand the world.
Man.
Look at all the black women.
Wait, so so the cops kicked out the people who are being peaceful? Dude, I'm telling you, the law enforcement, like this cucked law enforcement is the problem. That was like honestly, that's probably why they cucked law enforcement. Now that I think about it, they probably like intentionally cucked law enforcement and made law enforcement afraid to do anything so that they can just get away with whatever, basically.
All right, we're gonna do like a little end live pregame or postgame situation here. We have 500 people watching.
We got 500 right here watching.
Look.
All right, just for reference, this is Cam Higby on YouTube. The link to his YouTube channel and this video will be in the description.
Look.
All they did was say discuss with us stuff. They just were asking for people to discuss with them civilly, and look how they're acting.
Another great white man.
Insane. What the heck? Oh my gosh.
And again, you guys can also watch and listen to us on Spotify. Link will be in the description as well.
Man, black people just don't get it,
I think
man.
the Fearless tour definitely made an impact.
Yeah,
on it.
yeah.
It's the year 2025, man. They still don't get it.
They just try to hit the car.
Yeah, the cops aren't doing anything.
Oh my gosh.
Like the cops aren't
What
doing
if a
anything.
white man-
Like I guarantee you, I guarantee you if this happened and one of them immediately got taken down and immediately handcuffed, that this wouldn't have escalated this far. If you made an example out of one person in the crowd that like was acting out, then none of this would happen.
I mean, what if a black guy
It's So like honestly, I hold them just as accountable. Like the like security / law enforcement, I hold them equally accountable for this because they should have done something.
Went on to a white campus, and this happened to them.
Right. Oh,
This is why, dude, it's so refreshing to just see. It's so refreshing when you see like those like freaking Antifa people like lately just getting fucking absolutely like slammed to the ground. Like they act out, they do some bullshit, and they instantly get taken out, instantly slammed on the ground and handcuffed. Like that's what they need to do.
Would be all over the news. Look at how.
And you might think like, oh wow, that's like an escalation of force. No, that's de-escalating, because by them doing that, it basically tells everyone like to stop fucking around.
Look how these white people is treating this black guy on a college campus.
right. At a white school. Yeah. Yeah.
Silence says this is why the government needs to act. Yeah, 100% agree with you.
But see, that's the thing. The Republicans, we invite debate.
Yeah.
Democrats don't want debate because
Yeah, this is what I was saying earlier. Is that conservatives basically are like everyone can talk. Everyone can talk. Let's discuss. You can have your day to discuss. We'll have our day to discuss, and like we can just like hash out ideas. Whereas the other side just wants nobody to talk except for them, basically. Which is funny because then they'll call you a fascist when like
They don't have any politics. They don't have arguments.
yeah, because that idea.
irony, right?
You're racist. You're a sellout.
Yeah, but the
Again,
ideas can't
thank you.
withstand scrutiny.
Yeah, Hodgetwins. What do they usually say? They go. We got a damn good show for you today. Damn good show. Yeah.
That's why they don't do it.
Still out there trying to make sure.
That's what the Hodgetwins always say.
Thank you, officers.
Thank you for nothing.
Hey!
They threw a drink up top.
Oh my gosh, they threw a drink up top.
Majority of them are
We got
women.
this all live.
Yeah.
I'm posting this
Black women.
directly after, so everyone
Remember, the Democrats said the black woman is the most educated group in the country. They do go to college and they go and get degrees in basket weaving.
can see exactly what happens.
The first thing well-off Black people do is move away from other Black people. Well, it's like to get out of that environment, right? Because it's bad. Like it's really hard to like kind of prosper when there's just crime everywhere, right? That's the issue. And that's why anyone who comes across money is going to move out of the areas of high crime, because you can't function in areas of high crime. Like you can't do anything safely. Like you're always you're always worried about your own safety. It's like people can just rob you at any time. It's not safe. Being unsafe is not like being in an environment where you can be attacked at any time, robbed at any time, shot at any time. Like it's not. It does not create a environment for success. It doesn't create an environment for it doesn't create an environment for anybody to do anything with their life. Like it's anti-business, because like you don't want to run a business in these areas because you're gonna get robbed at gunpoint. You're gonna get your store trashed. Like there's nobody wants to go to those areas, right? It does not encourage growth, doesn't encourage any sort of advancement, right? Which is why I keep saying, if you actually care about minorities living in these shithole places, you have to enforce the law. If there's people that are breaking into places, they need to know that that's not acceptable and it's not going to happen. And the thing is, again, these areas also simultaneously don't let law-abiding people defend themselves. Sometimes I wonder if there'll ever be a day where people realize that acting this way doesn't help us in the slightest. I'm Black, and honestly, it breaks my heart that the hoods in the cities to this day still look the way they do, and they still vote the exact same way. So there's like two issues here, right? Double T, I agree with you 100%. There's two issues here. One is that there is a sense of entitlement, like in minority communities, of like, oh, the system is so fucked, so I'm just gonna do whatever I want, right? And that is so it's kind of that's not the only issue. It's like two things. It's like that, and then there's people who are not in the minority communities, like people who are like rich, right? Like you have like these kind of rich saviors, right? Like these people are like, oh, I have a lot of money and I care so much about like Black people, and I think it's so bad when they get arrested and they go to jail. So like we should just not do that. And like guns, ew, like they have guns in the area, that's so bad, right? And you have like these people doing this right from their fucking gated communities, and they don't understand they don't have a gated community. So they need to have the guns to protect themselves, right? So like simultaneously, you have these places that are like shithole crime infested areas where the average citizen, the everyday person, business owners not allowed to protect themselves. You can't even have a way to, you get robbed. Okay, well, too bad. You just got robbed. Bad RNG, I guess. Right? And then that fucks up your business and it makes it really hard to function. And you have them also simultaneously saying like, oh yeah, you know what? Jail is racist because there's more minorities in the jail. The reason why there's more minorities in the jail is because a lot of them are in these areas and they're committing the crimes. That's why. And then by them saying, oh yeah, you know what, the police are total pigs. Like, this is so bad. Like, you know, like all cops are bastards. Like these people, they're making it so that now these areas have less policing. They create a scenario that just spirals everything straight down to the ground, right? And these areas need the police the most, is what I'm saying. These areas, again, we're talking about people who are living in gated communities. They have security. A lot of the rich people can hire their own security. The everyday person can't. The everyday person has to rely on themselves for defense, right? And yet they create these policies that make it more and more and more dangerous, more and more unlivable to live in these places. And then they do it completely under the notion of like, I'm just such a nice person. I care so much. People should be free. Like, dude, they're like those freaking retarded ass Disney princesses. Like Jasmine, like the Jasmine from Twisted. They're just like completely retarded. Like, I just think everyone should be free, like a bird. It's like so fucking annoying, dude. Like this. Holy fuck. I don't want people to live like caged birds. They should be free and they should do whatever they want. It's like, it's fucking, I swear. I swear. And then it's like I said, they just make it worse for everyone that lives there. The people that live there, they don't want to be under this tyranny. And that's why when you have a person, you know, if you have a person that lives in these areas, black, white, whatever you want to call them, and they get like the smallest bit of windfall, right? They're like, I'm going to work hard. I'm going to like start this business. The instant they can, they get the fuck out of there. Because who wants to deal with that? Who wants to deal with getting robbed at gunpoint? The RNG that you're just going to get shot tomorrow morning. Like, who wants to deal with that? And then the cops going like, They only stole $1,000. They stole only $999. That's fine. Like, who the fuck wants to put up with that? You know, that's fucking ridiculous, dude. But guys, crime is down because we don't arrest people anymore, and that's what they do, right? And then they all pat themselves on the back. They're like, "Wow, I did such a good job. The crime is down now because I just, you know, it's not a crime, you know." Like stealing under $1,000 is no longer a crime. So like, great job, me. I did such a great job. And then they go to their constituents. They go, guys, crime is down now because of me. And then they go, every fucking time, dude. Every time. This is like literally the formula for all of these shithole cities. Every single time is you have the rich people being like, oh, we need to save the black people. We need to save the minorities. Because I'm such a good person. I'm just the best. I'm literally the best. And then they fucking fart in a glass and they sniff it up, sniff their own shit, basically. Right? And this is why once black people, once minorities get even a little bit of wealth, they get the fuck as the first thing they do. And honestly, it's the smartest play. The smartest play is to get the fuck out of there. You should. If you live in these areas, that should be your number one priority, is to get out of a place where you're just going to get shot, basically. It's bad culture. Yeah, it's bad culture. And it's basically, it's two kinds of toxic culture, actually. And here's the other thing too, right? Is what they do is they go up and they go, this is not the fault of the people living here because they need to steal to survive. So it's okay. And they allow this shit. And then they allow people to feel like, well, there's nothing I can do. This is how I was born. I can't better my life. They're right. You know, all the rich people are right. There is nothing I can do. Society has its foot on me. Society has me down. The man has me down. They got their boot on my neck, right? They do this whole thing. They do this whole performative thing that causes people to feel hopeless, to feel like there's nothing that they can do. They have no control over their life. So why even matter? Why even care? Systemic racism, white supremacy, and then the women have an extra one, which is the patriarchy, right? So like it just goes on. And then if you're like a LGBT like person of color, now you're also gay. So now there's a homophobia, transphobia as well, right? you just have so much of a foot on you that you can't do anything. Oh, I might as well not even try because there's nothing I can do, right? They create a hopeless attitude and they enforce it. They reinforce it over and over again. And that's why people can never clean up these areas because their tolerance is toxic. It's toxic tolerance is what it is. And they think they're being nice, but they're actually creating such a terrible situation for everybody that lives there. You have to hold the people accountable. You have to like get in there, and if somebody's committing a crime, you fucking arrest their ass. You arrest their ass, you throw them in jail, and you tell everyone else, yeah, who's next? You're gonna do it. You're gonna do it too. You're gonna do it too because I'm right here. Go ahead and break into another place. You're gonna do it. You throw their ass in jail, and you look at all the other people. Anyone else want to do it? Anyone else want to fuck around and find out? And then by doing that, you alleviate the pressure off of the people living in these areas. And then you have programs where you say like, hey, you can do it. Like, here's how you, like, we're going to have like so these are like programs that would be good, right? Like a program that's like, you know, oh, it's like a thing where we're going to teach you like trade stuff, right? Like, oh, here's like how to do like electrical stuff. Here's how you do, how you start a business, right? These kinds of like, I'm not talking about college. I'm talking about real world practical skills. And you teach people real world practical skills. No politics, no social science, none of that like bullshit. Only real world practical skills. And you teach them like, this is how like you do something. This is how you give value to your community. You make people invested in their own communities. And that's how you actually create a better situation in these areas. But no one wants to do it because that's hard. That's hard, and it's not. It doesn't make you feel good about yourself immediately. It's really easy to like throw on a BLM shirt with throw the black fist in the air, and then put like a fucking black square on your Instagram. It's way easier.
Shit. Oh my gosh. All right, guys, we are out of here. We'll see you later from the Fearless Tour gang.
Are they gonna block me in here now?
I think that might be what they're trying to do.
You trying to block them? No.
See, look at this. Look at how they're behaving.
It's crazy.
Look at how they're behaving, and then they'll just and then here's the thing: is if you call them out and you say like, stop acting like a fucking animal. Oh, you're racist. Like you can't even say what it is, basically.
Blocking us. Here comes the cop. I'm not gonna hit it now. I guess. I'm not gonna hit it now. I guess. We've got more stuff. They're hitting the car.
I thought they wanted us to leave.
We're trying to leave, and they're telling
You heard a white man make a great point.
Yeah.
I thought they wanted us to leave.
and they don't want us to leave, I guess. Hey.
Was that a white guy that said?
Yeah. So anyway, so you have like these conservatives, right, who are being productive because a lot of the times, like you got a lot of the people who are like small business owners, like these kinds of people are like more conservative, anti-taxes and stuff, anti-tax, like minimum wage and stuff like that. A lot of conservatives like who are like starting businesses, right? And then you do this shit, and then oh my god, you know what it reminds me of? This reminds me of like when you have like the Walmart in like one of these areas, and it's like, wow, Walmart's the worst. Walmart's is evil, and Walmart's all right, we're leaving. Walmart, why are you leaving? It's like every time, dude.
Wow, this is amazing. And the black men, they behave like black women.
Look, they're intentionally blocking us. They want us to leave, but they don't want us to leave.
It's like the biggest conundrum of all time. They're still hitting the car. This is wild.
Dude, these police are absolutely cucked, dude. Absolutely cucked police. This is unreal.
Y'all know what y'all was getting yourselves into, though.
Yeah.
y'all know better.
Well,
This is low-hanging fruit.
what exposes like the
How
differences.
racist and uneducated, and how should I put this? You know, I ain't gonna even say it.
She got that nerve to have a smile on her face. Look, he want to fit in so bad. HBCU.
Well, I'm just being real. This is like savage behavior. Absolutely savage behavior.
And Trump gave them the most money any president has ever given at HBCU. And look how they behaving.
I wouldn't have gave him
Whoa! That was loud.
This is what school teaches? Yeah, it does. It does.
I wouldn't have gave them nothing. They don't deserve anything.
Yeah.
Look how they're being educated.
Yeah, I
These
know.
people are just scores.
Yeah, that makes a great point. Remember, Trump was taking away money from Harvard and all this.
I'm telling you guys that the racists could only dream of being this effective to like inner city communities. Actually insane.
Why you give these people money?
Yeah, take this, the grants, the money you give these HBCUs, take it away from them.
Yeah.
they're using that money to fuel, protests against you.
Yeah, racism against white people.
All they're going to do, all these black students, they're going to school, these HBCUs, to be Democrats. That's what they teach them to be.
Yeah.
Why are you funding them? It's a propaganda tour, really.
Yeah.
She's gonna do this the whole way out of here. Oh, here we go.
Just go
police.
Yeah, and none of these people will face any consequences. So you know what that does? When they don't face consequences, they're just gonna say, "Oh, well, if we act out, we get our way. So why wouldn't we do it again? Why wouldn't they? Like, why wouldn't they do it again? Because it gets them what they want. They wanted these guys out. These guys wanted their free speech destroyed, and they did it. So why wouldn't they just keep doing it? Oyo, 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 oyo.
They do not debate with their ideas, guys. They just... whoa. Yeah, we're gone now. We are gone now.
That is nuts.
Yeah. Spent 10 minutes at an HBCU. Yeah, cut all their funding. I don't think the government should ever give them any money.
No, they don't deserve it.
That's a disgrace.
Yep.
Yeah,
That is a disgrace.
when you pay HBCUs, you're actually fueling, fueling Democrat Party.
Yeah, well, they are defunding NPR and other news organizations because
PBS,
their number of propaganda.
Yeah,
for the American, and it was funded by taxpayers' money. So why do we take taxpayer money and fund them?
Yeah, you shouldn't. They should cancel all that funding. They don't deserve it. Go ask Black Lives Matter for money. Ask donate, get donate.
You know what they should do again, chat? They should teach manners in school. What do you guys think, chat? Would that be worth it? They should have like one class. Like they should just remove I don't know, like some kind of like social studies or something like that. Or I don't know. Social studies might be important. And you got to remove one of these classes and you just got to add manners. You add like a manners class. And they need to bring back like the ruler. Like the big ass fucking ruler. You guys know what I'm talking about? You bring back the big ass ruler, and when the kid is acting up, just get smacked in the head, dude. I'm just being real. They need to bring it back. Like this is ridiculous.
Donations from the
Exactly.
community. Stop asking white people in our tax dollars to fund your propaganda at college. Just a disgrace.
Yeah, this is crazy. They need to bring back discipline. Like they need to teach manners in school. Teach people how to act properly. This is dumb. It's more that you gotta just have the talk with you just need to parent your kids. Oh, that's another whole fucking angle of this, by the way. The encouragement of not getting married, the encouragement of random sex and random no consequence, random no consequence sex. That's basically the other thing too, because it creates situations where you don't have the family structure to actually support children. So that you have the children growing up basically, and then their parents don't have the time to discipline them because they're working too much.